Imagine a prison so terrifying, it's known as the human slaughterhouse, a place where justice is replaced with brutality and survival is almost impossible. This is Sednaya prison, one of the most horrifying places in modern history. We'll uncover what happened inside and why the world must never forget it. Sednaya military prison is located just 30 kilometers north of Damascus, Syria. Run by the Syrian government, it became infamous during the country's civil war. It wasn't just a prison, it was a death camp. Between 2011 and 2016, an estimated 13,000 people were executed there. Many were political prisoners, activists, students, journalists, anyone who was seen as opposing the regime. Most were arrested without trial, tortured for confessions, and ultimately killed. Surviving Sednaya was nearly impossible. Prisoners were crammed into tiny cells, often with no light or ventilation. Food was scarce, sometimes just a handful of grains or a piece of bread soaked in water. Torture wasn't just common, it was routine. This prison wasn't operating in secret. It was part of the Assad regime's strategy. The goal was clear: instill fear, silence opposition, and crush any semblance of rebellion. A former guard recalled, "The screams of the prisoners became back. It was the sound of Sednaya." As the Syrian regime began to lose control of certain territories, rebel forces approached Sednaya prison. What they found inside was horrifying beyond imagination. Some as young as 10 years old were found in tiny cells, malnourished and terrified. Many had been imprisoned for simply being related to someone accused of opposing the regime, and some were even born there. Rebels discovered makeshift torture devices, piles of prisoner belongings, and notes left behind. Last words etched in desperation. The revelations from Sednaya sparked outrage worldwide. Human rights organizations called for accountability, but bringing justice to those responsible has proven challenging. The Assad regime denies the allegations, despite overwhelming evidence. Survivors continue to share their stories, ensuring the world never forgets what happened within those walls.